Okay, there's Twitch. YouTube's complaining, but it always complains. Literally always. Yeah, I actually have this open. I'm just quickly checking temperatures. Oh, that's actually not bad. I probably don't need the computer even running as hard as it is. I almost feel like I should leave it like this though, just to be safe. I could turn my computer into a jet engine really quick if I, yeah, there we go. There's the white noise of the jet engine kicking up. That does actually help with temperatures. It's just stupidly loud. Okay, let's actually get game audio again. Let's continue on. Oh man, information, my favorite quest type. I'll see. I'm giving the webcam another try to see if it works any better. I restarted my computer. Looks a little better. I'm looking at it right now, which my OBS is over here. It's way over here too, because my setup is monitor here, monitor here. It's a little stuttery, but it's better than yesterday. So, yeah, but job. So the request comes from a sister guild in Gdania. And all no. Then why are you? Okay. So I need to go to Gdania. That's the other city. Wait, I could probably just teleport, right? Ooh, that's a lot of gil. It's like 100 gil to fly. I think I'm just gonna fly. I will say at some point my girlfriend may join via voice. She doesn't play the game, but you know, it'd be nice to have someone to talk to. Now where? Stairs. Oh, and I literally need to be here, so it's convenient. I mean, okay. Brief me. Give me briefs. Long and short of it. Oh boy, Robin Hood. Nip a potential threat in the bud. So I'm killing some shadows. Or zealots. Zealot shadows? Those are blue. Get the feeling I'm immediately being sent to another dungeon. I kind of hate how the map does that. This is going to be a long trek. As if I haven't already done a lot of long treks. Like, the title may no longer say it, but this is still more or less my first impressions. Because this is an MMO. Like, this is why MMO reviewers don't tend to exist. Actually getting a feel for an MMO takes forever. Because they're not intended to be something you just pick up, play for a few hours, and then never touch again, like every other video game ever. So, I'm actually trying to give this game a bit of a fair shake. Though it does feel like playing. Oh, it's nice Twitch is recommending things. Welcome to someone who knows nothing about this game. I can't. Wait, I can probably get up right. I do have no idea who any of those people are. I am just hole bound, aren't I? I'm just bound to fall in holes. It's just what I do. Wait, I have another... Is this another class quest? I think it is. Well, I'm here. I'm doing this one first. I was supposed to go down. Really? Really, Skelly Man? Already informed you. Enter and purge. Yep. Enter and purge. That's what I do. mean, I don't know about this guy, but if my god just spontaneously exploded, I think I would follow them more too. Yeah, this appears to be another dungeon. Yeah, I'm gonna see if how the NPCs do again, because I'm actually quite entertained by these NPCs. Which I know is silly, but they're entertaining. Plus, it gives me a chance to actually learn the dungeon a bit other than just follow people. Especially where I'm the tank, I should be leading everybody. And given how few people are even at any of these, I imagine there's not really anyone running these older dungeons. Because why would they? There is nothing here for an established player. Can't tell if that's attacking me or not, so. It's kind of hard to tell. That one's not. Oh, it's because this isn't turned on, probably. I was not expecting the toggle skill to turn off. Just want to make sure I don't lose the aggro of that one. Yes, I do fiddle with my beard a lot. Is there any point in here other than just being some water? Does not appear to be. I could have just not gone in there. Noted for the future. Still very much wish I had a area of effect taunt. Which, I mean, I'm sure I will get later. At least I would hope. I know I said that last stream too, but like, I do really hope I get an area of effect taunt at some point. I feel like this is gonna be another waste of time, but oh no, there is a treasure coffer in here. Sadness. Bit strange that you can't get duplicates of things. Like, the drop happened. I should still be able to get it. Just because I can't make use of it doesn't mean I don't want it. It's money. Like, there's a player market, I'm pretty sure. Like, just doesn't make that much sense to me. May as well equip those while I'm here. Pretty sure that's... Yeah, that's for me. Wow. I suppose I could put those on too. Where? There it is. Oh yeah, I guess that's probably more what I'd want anyway, so... I don't know. These numbers mean very little to me. Which basically just falls into, the game probably explained them at a bad time, if it explains them at all. I mean, given every time you open the game, or at least every time I open the game, it's like, hey, do you want to open the wiki? It's like, nah, I kind of don't, but it's a little concerning that you think I do every time I open the game. That's literally the closest thing to a group taunt I have so far. It's just spinning to win. I will also note at some point I will definitely be doing these, like, 2 dungeons with actual people instead of the bots. Just these early dungeons, undoubtedly there's barely anyone doing them to begin with. And they're not exactly difficult to do with the bots, so just saves some time to just queue up with the bots. Pushing all the wrong buttons. Have a taunt ready. I suppose I could have done the shield run. That's also effectively taunt, kind of, I guess. Oh, I changed it up. No, Lancer. No, what are you doing? That just never works. Okay, I guess I have to keep going. Yes, okay. I have a Discord message. Give me one moment. I mean, what else am I gonna use? Can I have to use it? Ooh, that's a lot. Oh, it's still only one of those guys. I thought it was two. I'm gonna say something that'll probably annoy some people. When doing stuff like this, I'm not seeing why you have to pay money for it. Like... Like, it's a case of I could be getting a similar, very similar experience playing Riders of Icarus. Squid Man! Oh, jeez. Right, he's immune to that. Well, it does some damage, I suppose. At least I think it does. Yep. Oh, the Lancer's probably gonna take some damage there. Or not. Good job, little Lancer. Felt a little more effective as a tank there. Just a little. Was still definitely moments where aggro slipped past me because I just didn't have a way of drawing the aggro fast enough. That's probably something I can use. I have this. Didn't even know I had this. Bam. Wait. Where am I going? Thought so. I'll just teleport. I'm actually building up some level of gil, so I do not feel bad about teleporting as often. No, I need to wrong way. This way. Sir, you need to stop smashing your face on that. Does not sound great. Oops. I keep left clicking when I mean to right click. Indeed it was. I mean, not gonna lie, from that dialogue there, as someone who generally plays the cleric, tank dies, it ain't my fault. Like, I've noticed in all of my time playing MMOs, people are fastest to blame the cleric when things go wrong, but the cleric isn't the one that generally screws up and then causes everything to go to shit. It's usually the tank. Because as much as being the cleric is kind of difficult, not gonna lie, being the tank is just as difficult, and most people are just not ready for it. Oh hey, I need to go to Ul'dah anyway. But like, of all of the roles in a dungeon, the DPS has it the easiest, and yet they're always the first to complain. Always. Like, literally, all they have to do is deal damage. They don't have to manage anything other than dealing damage. And yet they're always the ones complaining when things go wrong. Always. Okay, Gladiator Guild. Wait, can I just, like, go down right here? I can go down right here, though. Ugh, hiccups. Yo, what's up? It's all level 20 stuff. And aside from the shield, I've kind of already got better, I think. And the sword and shield are stuff I'm just getting anyway. Uh, good. Um... Oh, over there. Yo, what's up? Drink this potion, you'll feel better. So I'm stumbling at the bar, take a piss. Thought he was just drunk. Maybe he's looking to ambush the giant tortoise. I just got confused. Look at that thing. Pretty big tort. So much running around. Wait, that's not who I need to talk to. This is the person I need to talk to. Okay, now what? Okay, now I return to her. Okay. I probably should have read that, but it's just people to beat up. Like... I will be 100% honest. I haven't been given much reason to care about the story. Ugh. Wait, wasn't it 5 years, like, yesterday? I don't know. I could be remembering wrong. They're saying a lot of years. Oh, that's so far away. It feels like it'd be just as fast to just run. This will probably... The main quest I have to do, this one, will probably also be yet another... probably be yet another, dungeon. Yeah, while I was closer to the levels, I cared a little more. very loud. I wouldn't say that. From what I've played so far, anyway. This is everything. It's just MMOs in general. That was very loud. Oh, they're about to die. See, the leveling experience is part of the experience. Like, especially if you're going to come in here and say, you know, make the bold statement of this is the best game ever. Well, the whole needs to be taken into consideration. I'm not saying, you know, it's bad, but best game ever, I wouldn't go that far. Like... That's what I'm getting at. Like, I have played many an MMO, and a lot of them start better than this. They just do. Some of them start far worse. Like, I'm not saying it's the worst either. Like, it's, you know. all of these are pretty much worthless to me. I think I'll just take the gill. Alright, yeah, that is fair. I just, like, and I do not mean this in a negative way, but, like, I get where that mentality comes from of this subscription-based MMO you play is the best ever. I'm a former EVE Online player. I spent 2012 through... my first account was 2011. 2011 through 2019 playing EVE Online, paying for it the whole way. I know that feeling, like... And even now, I would still argue it's a good MMO. It's not, but mentally I want to argue that, so, you know... And, like, I know it isn't exactly this, but it follows the same premise of basically gambler's fallacy, of the more you invest into something, the more you're willing to ignore the... You're more willing to ignore the bad and only focus on the good. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I've played way too many MMOs. I probably played Pirates Online. I just don't remember playing it. I probably have, though. Like... I mean, like... I'm approaching this currently as a free-to-play experience, and it's about what I would expect from a 2010 to 2014 free-to-play MMO. Because that is how I'm playing it. This is just free trial in it. Because I don't... Currently, I don't see myself spending money on it. Like... The most direct comparison I can make of an MMO that's still running is Riders of Icarus. And so far there's been nothing... There's been nothing special about 14 so far to justify paying money for it. Rather than just, once I finish the free content, just going back to Riders of Icarus. Oh, right here. I'm smart. I mean, like, I'm personally comparing this to just every other old MMO I played, which I honestly miss the days when there was a new MMO basically releasing every couple days. Like, there was so much variety. It was so nice. And now the market just isn't there anymore. Basically, I'll know if this is for me by the end of the level 60, basically. Which I'll probably do a class or two, assuming I can. I don't know all of the limitations of the free-to-play account. But, I'll know it's for me if this, if these streams get anywhere. Because, like, it does equate to if I'm just going to be playing this in my own time and not really doing anything about it. Like, or not doing anything with it for my YouTube and Twitch stuff, I can't justify the $15 a month. Though for me, that's closer to 18 because I'm Canadian. So it's a big investment if I were to actually start playing this game. Like, past the free content. Yeah, I've been trying to pay attention to the story. A lot of this is generic so far, so I've just been more or less skimming it. At least, the stuff like this. This is decently generic. It's just build up for the dungeon, and then you do the dungeon, and then you move on to the next area to do another dungeon. This is tutorializing me on dungeons, basically. Which I think this will be the final one I do just with the bots. Because I feel like I might get back to regular quests after this. I don't know. I just like watching the bots go. It's mildly impressive. They're kind of dumb, but, Yeah, that's kind of another thing in the back of my head is like, okay, if I were to actually play this, like, hold on, I will actually, it's gonna be no sound for a moment because I'm clicked out of the window. I'll come to the store page here. So, for me, in my currency, Canadian dollars, starter edition is $25. Add tax, that's roughly about $30. Endwalker's another 50. Or I could buy the complete edition, which is 75. Add tax, that's about $90 just to get started. That's a lot of money. Considering, I could buy a lot of other things for that kind of money. It's just one of the issues of not being American, basically. It's harder to justify this. I'm actually gonna do this. Why should I turn it off again? I don't remember clicking on that, but... See, I've rarely ever seen it on sale. Like, even the last sale I saw was just for the starter pack. So... I'm not sure if you are Canadian or not, but even if you are, sales can be different across countries on Steam. But they're definite, like, just not even, like, due into a different country, just on different sides of the same country. I don't think the bots get in the lift. Okay, they teleport. Good. Like, it's just one thing about me. If I'm very particular about where and how I spend money. I was just going on prices I found through Googling. And you've got to convert the money to Canadian dollars. So add like 30%, basically. Because Canadian. I have Canadian money. It has scratch and sniff. Well, this area serves no purpose. Probably did at some point. There's nothing down there. Alright, I keep thinking I can do this as well. And, like, there's definitely been things I've liked so far. I mean, just the AI companions. Is a nice touch because, well, as I've kind of mentioned before, I kind of doubt, and especially just based on the fact I've not seen any other players at any of these dungeon entrances, there's probably almost no one doing these early dungeons. Because there's no value to someone who's already passed this to do these. Which is where I kind of like the Riders of Icarus approach to dungeons, where rather than, you know, adding AI companions, they basically just have the dungeon scale difficulty based on the number of people in your party. So you can theoretically solo any dungeon on the default difficulty. There's also multiple difficulty levels to every dungeon, basically ensuring there's always players at every dungeon. At least last time I played. I've heard the player base kind of dwindled in that game. Still, I imagine the majority of players are doing the end game dungeons, grinding for the latest end game stuff to grind that same dungeon a little bit faster. Yeah, the MMO end game has always been something I've always been just annoyed with. Go grind this dungeon for like 30 hours so you can grind the dungeon faster for no reason now. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Tanks and healers will always have the easiest time queuing because nobody wants to do it. You're on to me, big guy. Ah, just timing on that. I mean the stun. I mean, at the same time, the AI works. Like, oh boy, I can't acquire it because I already have it. I'm kind of annoyed by that mechanic. Of, oh man, you already have that thing? Well, screw you. You get nothing. You get nothing from this random box. Like, if I can't have it, then why can I still obtain it? Like, why is it still an option? I mean, I can't use it anyway, really, but... Not without changing class first. They just don't bother coming in. And especially like one thing I have to give Riders of Icarus over this game, at least early. Once again, this undoubtedly changes later. Riders of Icarus, I would have already had an area of effect taunt instead of a single target taunt. Which does let early game tanks be more effective. Especially when partied with bigger parties that might be used to a tank being able to taunt everything and thus aren't paying attention to what the tank is doing. Oh, there is none? Ugh. Yeah. That's bad. An actual AoE taunt is something they should have, but okay. I mean, fair, but there has definitely been times where I've needed the extra level of taunting. And as a tank, you can really never have too many taunt skills. Like, especially where, you know, you're saying no need for an extra button. Well, it wouldn't be an extra button. It would replace this with a, you know, say, shorter cooldown radius taunt instead of, you know, a 30-second long provoke. Especially whereas I have noticed in cases like that where they're targeting that thing, if I don't manually provoke it as well, the aggro will get off of me because it's not been properly aggroed. Like, if I'm understanding how this is working correctly under the hood, basically what this is doing is just adding an extra layer of provocation to the damage I do. Lost aggro. I literally didn't provoke that errant soul on purpose. I had dealt damage to it. I had hit it. I mean, yeah, I could just sit here and spam 3, but that's obviously not how this class was designed. They were designed to be spamming these back and forth. Like, it is very possible to lose aggro. Even the AIs are taking aggro by DPSing a target I'm not actively attacking. Like, I've watched it happen. That's why I was hoping that there was an AoE taunt to force provocation. Like, it basically only seems to happen when the AIs are all basically seems to only happen when everyone is basically attacking the target I've not done much other than just poke. Oh boy, I already possess one. Ah, that name seemed to change color. So. I mean, against single targets, sure. Like, I've never lost aggro. But... stun him. Doing that is something I fundamentally disagree with doing. Like, sure, that might be the most effective way to tank. That just means they need to seriously rework the tank class. Otherwise, there is zero point of me having these other skills. Like, just take them all away then. There's no point. You know, just mobile MMO it. Give me one skill, you know? Man, this play music thing. I'm not musically inclined. Like, the game has given me skills. It intends me to use them. Especially where, you know, these are meant to combo together. It basically, to me, especially knowing there isn't an AoE taunt, it feels like they never wanted a tank in the game in the first place. They just decided, we should probably put one in, like, in development, like, before the game launched, kind of thing. Because, well, based on everything you're saying, I'm basically just a DPS. Like, I'm a DPS that deals crap DPS. And has health. Okay. Another fight, I guess. Neat. I mean, the main thing I'm seeing so far is, like, with how the Gladiator, at least, has been designed, it really does not seem like they thought much past this basic 1-2 combo. Because, like, sure, I have, like, this. I can stun people. But that ruins the combo. That it very much seems intended for me to be doing. Or else they wouldn't have it be a combo. It would just be 2 skills. Pick and choose. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to pass out again. It's a good thing that didn't happen while I was fighting. Like, in a more typical MMO, at least all the ones I've played, like, not all the stuns. My shield bash is on the same cooldown as everything else. Like, I'm going for just the skills for this class, not the ones that I could use elsewhere. But, like, how a tank typically works in other MMOs that I've played is they not only draw aggro, but debuff the target. So, you know, that seems to be what they were going for, but they also at the same time didn't. Like, Yeah, I've been hearing about a lot of the changes because I know someone who's been playing this game for quite a long time. And usually quite often when he'd be like, "Yeah, they're changing this." My brain goes, "But why? Why is the changes bad? Why are they doing this?" Like, I might be thinking of a different game, but I think this is the one where apparently at one point, basically a lot of the buffing stuff just got removed. Because I think it was like the Black Mage was getting close to the damage limit. It's like, so let them hit it. Like, let them hit the damage limit then. Like, you made your bed, deal with it. And I think at the time it was like, well, it could cause a stack overflow. Well, not if they prevent that. I've tampered with programming before. It's very possible to just not. You know? You can hard cap numbers before they stack overflow. It's very possible. It's not that difficult. I could literally do it. And I'm not a trained programmer. So, like, part of me almost feels like, in a way, with some of the changes I've heard, especially, like, them trying to make it more broadly, accessible. It almost feels like they're trying to gear up for a completely new MMO, and they're hoping that the established player base gets bored so that they can move on to a new MMO. I mean, like, there is a lot of places this game could be better, and honestly, I picked a tank class knowing this is the most raw experience of a game. How well that MMO does the tank. And, like, so far, I've been unimpressed. Yeah, and that is fair. That's a good outlook to have. Every game has its negatives. It basically just comes in to do the positives outweigh them. This turned off again. Stop turning off. Jesus. I did not click that. That is annoying. I really wish that skill would stop turning off. But, like, this is ranged, and I have been getting use out of it. But, like, I feel like part of their problem with balance, just looking at even my own skills, is the fact that rather than giving skills damage numbers, they give them a percentage, which complicates balance for no reason. Like, it does let you scale infinitely, but it also complicates the balance as you scale infinitely. So, like, you know, imagine if this, rather than having a potency of 150, just had, say, a, 150 base damage. And that base damage was then modified by your stats, rather than your stats modifying the skill. Basically, do it normally. 14, why can't you be normal? That's what I'm hitting now. I need to adjust this because my hands are out of frame a lot. Like, it's not bad to do things differently, and this tells me that when they were initially designing it, they knew they wanted to raise the level cap, but didn't want to add new skills. Because, like, standard MMO, like, let's say level 1 through 25, because I am 25 right now, would basically be one set of skills. And there'd probably be a few skills in there that are, like this, increase your damage dealt, or, reduce the damage taken, that you're gonna carry on. But a lot of them you're gonna replace at, say, 26, when you learn a better version of Fast Blade. Maybe it's Dual Blade, you hit twice. That kind of thing. That way you have the skill progression, and they can balance things easier, and that still allows for an infinite progression, but it gives you more control of the game balance. And makes things easier for the players to understand. I'm basically giving a minor talk on game design. God, I'm a nerd. As if you couldn't tell by the button-up shirt. I'm a nerd. I just need some glasses so I can, push them up as I'm talking. It's basic stuff, which is what minorly annoys me. Is this shouldn't be difficult. I actually forgot I'd got these earlier. I should probably equip them. Though it is once again a case of, like, okay, that... Does that 3 determination... Wherever that is again, does that make up the difference of the +1 physical damage? Because I don't know how much 3 determination matters compared to 1 extra strength and 1 extra physical damage. Like... In this case, I'm more block strength, and block rate is probably just better. So... Especially because I'm only losing a tenacity. Now that affects the damage I receive. Basic things. And, like, every time you open the game, it's like, hey, there's a wiki. I shouldn't need that. I should not need that to know what I'm doing. I'm trying, like, I'm not overly worrying about it. I'm just trying to figure things out. I have a very empirical way of testing this. Hold on. I can test this. Because there's a gate out of town right here. And it tells me damage numbers. Yeah, I do get that. I'm just trying to understand the stats without looking it up. I'm basically trying to, you know, figure it out. That's gonna aggro other things. Oh well. Okay. 22. This is a consistent 22. Okay, I'm getting 21s. 24. 22. 21 to 22. That's a fair number. Okay. $19. 20. 21. 21. 21. Okay. So what I've learned from this is that determination is more important than strength and more raw damage. It is only 1 point, but still. So that is better. Testing the damage I take is too obnoxious. I will just keep this on for now and assume that tenacity matters more too. So 3 determination matters more than 1 strength, 1 raw physical damage. So raw physical damage probably does not matter much at all then. Do I have a way of testing this? No, because these have tenacity. So why do I have this? What is this? Use? Okay, it gives me plundered stuff. But I can't hold it, because I already have it. That... I'm not trying to shit on the game. Trust me, I'm not. It's not making it difficult, though, is part of the problem. I have this now. Time to go back into her, I guess. I do require coffee. / just any drink. So once I get into her, I'm going to quickly be stepping away. Like, I've been enjoying my time. Like, don't take my complaints as I'm not enjoying myself. I'd had the itch to play an old MMO, and this is an old MMO, basically. Like, I will say, as a new player who has only ever heard the hype, it does not live up to the hype. And it definitely has problems that I feel like a lot of the player base don't care about because they're already past it. You know, it's the same as I mentioned, I used to play EVE Online. The early game new player experience in EVE Online sucks ass. And when I started, it was even worse than it is now. And it still sucks. It's a lot of just waiting around for skills to train. That sucks. It's boring to an established player, like to my over 5-6-year-old character. Doesn't matter anymore. I have every skill trained I want. I'm set. I can do anything I want in that game. New player can. A new player is just sitting there looking at the shiny toys they can't play with because they're not there yet. They need to wait the week for Amar Cruiser's level 5 to train, you know. To the established player, it doesn't matter. To the new player, it does. And that's where the disconnect happens, and that's where the hype comes in, and new players poke fun at all the flaws. But yeah, I'm going to be back. I need to go get a drink, so I'll be back in about a minute. Wait, I should use my other BRB. There we go. Really need something to fill in that empty space down there. So back to this one. Okay, what am I doing for you now? Getting new equipment that, I mean, I can equip and use. Whether it's actually better is still up in the air, but that is a pretty hefty increase in stats, so presumably it'll be worth it. Why you turned to a life of crime? I don't know, you felt like it? People really need a reason to commit crimes? Okay, we'll be faster just to run. Like, my criticisms do come from a place of just wanting the game to be better, which I feel like everyone could appreciate if the game was just better. Like, from what I've played so far, it does very much feel like Gladiator serves no purpose, and they should just basically give basic tank skills to the DPS classes, let them be the DPS and tanks, because that's just kind of how they have the game built. Like, I don't feel like I have much of a purpose. Even more so knowing later skills, like 1, 2, and 3 is basically all I will ever need. Kind of thing. Trap. Did I talk to you? Okay. A faster means of transportation would be very nice. Like, and I get the feeling that it's one of those things of, I will get one later, but for now, I just gotta huff it. It would definitely be made less annoying if the sprint skill didn't have a minute-long cooldown and only lasts 20 seconds. Like, if it lasted a full minute out of combat, and then lasted the same, 10 seconds in combat kind of thing, and was disabled in PvP, keep everything else the same about it, it would be so much nicer. Oh, sends regards. Who's that again? Oh, right, he's the... Yeah, okay. I also apologize, my webcam is so stuttery. I'm not sure if it's the webcam being crap or... Oh, how do I... Probably this way. Maybe. Or if just possibly, you know... As unlikely as this is, my CPU might not be able to handle it, but I doubt that. I highly doubt a 13600KF is going to be struggling with a webcam that's 720p and a MMO that's a decade old. Like, especially where the game is running just fine. Like, I think it's, yeah, like the game is running just fine. Drinking with the dead, eh? Yeah, I can succeed where... others failed. I'm the hero. Well, she's dead. Probably not, but, you know. Knocked on her ass, at least. Now I get to teleport home. Well, at least I'll still be above 10,000 kill. My brain wanted to call it full again. Star Ocean on the brain. Yeah, it would probably be faster if I went this way. Oops. What is the biggest bonus? Well, this has 8 determination, so it's probably better. That's what I've learned. That was 4 tenacity, 1 extra strength, and 4 extra raw damage. Actually better. I sure hope so. I'm gonna hope that's probably better. Okay, where is this? Right. Watch me get sent right back to where I just was. Can't help but feel these are just better. 'Cause they have more skill, but the exact same everything else. Okay. Okay, that's way out there. Okay. Oh, I'm about to go under 10,000. Back to 4-digit territory. Because I'd rather not have this stream be like 60% running like my last one was. Yawning. I don't think I slept well last night. So, I do apologize if I yawn a fair bit. I basically fell asleep around 1:30, woke up at 10, and didn't felt like I hadn't slept at all. So that's fun. Why is there a statue to an infant? Infants don't need statues. Where am I going? Oh, actually in the door. Yo, what's up? I scared the infant. Guessing I go in here? Yes. I mean... Oh, Jesus. I mean, these are worse than what I'm wearing anyway. It really doesn't matter, but... So, you know what? I think I'll just take the Gil! It's Gil brain, not Foal.
So you are the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minpelia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time.
She's stretching. She's like rubber person stretch inflating. That is not how breathing works.
First,
I just noticed that with her.
Who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose.
Killing them? That seems like a pretty good solution. It's probably the solution.
Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us.
Ah, jeez.
Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space? A mind without a body?
It's called sleep. But yes.
All these things are the manifestations of your talent.
My talent
Yours
is sleeping.
A power to transcend the boundaries of the soul. A power known as the Echo.
The dolphin.
The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the Echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace.
So we need to kill them then.
Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea.
Checking out an MMO. That's what.
But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose.
Yeah, to move the plot along.
Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
I don't understand this. Like, they paid the voice actress to say all of that, and then they're like, alright, job done. Now let's give her more dialogue. Like, what? Just have the voice actress say it. You've already hired her. Just add an extra few hours. I mean, I get that's like $10,000, but, we can never see the paper. The way she's stretching to simulate breathing. Like, I don't know why it's so obvious on her, but man, is it weird. Her model is just stretching. I need to look up that word because... Okay. My brain was reading the word wrong. I probably have minor dyslexia.
I take it you will help us.
That's why I'm talking to you.
Wonderful. I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and women were called the Archons.
And they were
Those
comprised
same
of 2
brave souls
zealots.
stand before you now. The
Not
masked woman
zealots.
is Ida,
High Templar.
and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. I never doubted that you'd come. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
I know that voice actor.
The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
Sun Quan. It's the guy who voiced Sun Quan in the Dynasty Warriors games.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the 7th Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task.
Oh man, my first job.
Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have received a request for aid from the Immortal Flames. Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye, The evidence left behind implicates the Emulja, who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation.
That seems like a mistake.
You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, fair lady.
Alright. Probably gets a bit cheaper if I step out the door first. I hope. Like, I know I've got the gil, but like... that's so much. For now, that's so much. Adventure of hidden in your description. Want us to be aware of the Marja. Culprits are. Man, experience! Honestly, at some point I will probably swap to more cleric or DPS role. Just because of how uninspired the tank feels. And I imagine I'm not going to have access to much other... Well, there are other classes, I suppose, that are also tanks. Which is part of the problem, I imagine. Is that, you know... there is other... tank classes, so in the attempt to make them feel at least minorly unique, the base class feels like absolute crap. Let me just shove these corpses in my pocket. Go. It's a good place for them. Which is also a problem that a lot of MMOs have. Like, I'm not trying to say that's a 14 exclusive problem. This is so a Protoss pylon. There he is, dudes. Oh boy, more junk that I'm not gonna even bother equipping. 'Cause it's kind of junk. You know, I imagine based on the name, this might be a shop. Give me money. I should probably buy some of this stuff, but I just don't see the point. Have a note. Oh, he probably knew something. Is that also here? No, that's way over there. Okay. Have a Discord notification, one moment. Alright, it's just 8-bit. The 8-bit drama. He drams in 8-bit. Oh, I could have probably... Could I have? Yeah, I probably could have. These maps are not helpful. That's one problem. Like, this is not a helpful map. Just gonna let that guy just be dead there? You know, gonna do anything about it? Okay. That's not how this works! I've turned him into rocks. Okay. Yeah, but doing my quest. Junk, junk. Give me money. Oh boy, more junk. Man, there is a lot of running. A mount would be so nice. Yeah, sure. Oh, this is turned off again. And also, know I mentioned this yesterday as well. The level sync's a cool idea, but bad in practice because it's not like I can't, you know. Oh. I don't know if I can use that or not. Like, it's not like I don't still have access to, like, my higher level stuff. I didn't even notice I got this. Wait, do I have to... Oh, I've not learned that action yet. Oh, they're over here. So it seems I will be reorganizing things slightly. Shortly. Oh no, I do have it. Okay, I guess it does actually limit skills. It just doesn't seem to. So I was pretty sure I learned something here at 25 that was not grayed out. Oh well. Let's reorganize things a little bit. Wait, where do I need to go? Oh, I need to go back to the dude. Wait, can I repeat that? There was someone here yesterday who was saying that, you know, the game is like 99% bug free. Yeah, it would have to be my hardware bugging out to encounter bugs. I don't think that's my hardware, given I can repeat that. That is a collision issue. There we go. I did it! Oh, I got unstuck. Yeah, that's a collision issue of the textures. Well, the models. Textures go on top of the models. Like, I do not believe for a moment whenever anyone's like, yeah, a game is bug-free. Mm-hmm. Totally. It's a chunk. Hey, finally something possibly better. I actually might, before I start this quest, go and grab just something to snack on. I feel bad eating on stream, but like, I've had like a single sausage. That is what I have eaten today. And I'm a fat guy, so. I should be able to just grab a quick bowl of noodles. So I'm gonna AFK again. I'll be back in about a minute. I return with a small bowl of noodles. I think I'm actually going to do something quick on my BRB, because I think it's going to be nothing here for a moment. I think I can, if I add this, shrink you down. Probably can't make out much, but hey, at least there's something there. Let's have that like that while I eat. Technically, I'm not away, but, you know. I'm not the most comfortable with people seeing me eat. It's a weird quirk, I know. I know I could also just turn off the webcam, but it takes more effort than just doing this. But, like, I have been enjoying the game, and now that I've gotten past the very, very early game, it's not so bad. I am still very much in the camp of, if I had paid money for this game, like, if I had bought the, complete edition at what would probably be around $90 to $100, my money, Canadian funny money, I would be very disappointed right now with what I've been playing. Which is kind of the problem with the free trial ending at level 60. And the game continuing to level for 30 more levels, from what I understand. Like, I'm not even going to be at the end game. I'll be at the beginning of the end game grind. Like, it's not really all that appealing to not know what the proper end game is going to be like by the end of this trial. Which is where I do feel like Square Enix could take a lesson from CCP here. Them being the other subscription-based MMO I've played with EVE Online. The free trial for EVE Online used to be 14 days free membership. You could do anything you wanted within that 14 days. And I feel like that could work here. Only with a bit of a twist. Of rather than it just being a flat 14-day trial from start to finish, keep the 60-day bit, but tack on to the end of after you reach level 60, you basically get given the option, do you want a 14-day free trial of the full game? And if you take that option, it upgrades your account with a subscription, thus preventing you from ever playing free-to-play again, but lets you have 14 days to experience the game. Gives you 2 weeks to actually experience the full game before, you have to pay any money. Because, I know the argument already would probably be, but gold sellers would do it. It's like, yeah, gold sellers are just paying the subscription fee. Because they're making more money than that subscription costs them. So, And, if you're making more money than the subscription is going to cost you to sell gold, or gil, there's no reason not to pay the subscription and sell the gil. Like, there's another MMO I play that has a lot of gold sellers. They tend to be Venezuelan. It's called the gold farmers do it, and they'll buy membership on their gold farming accounts purely because they know they're gonna make that money back. Literally, their gold farming accounts and gold selling accounts are all just bots. And I honestly imagine it's probably the same here. It's probably just bots. Just running constantly. Get bots generating, get bots selling, automate the whole system. If free-to-plays can trade, I imagine they probably just use a bunch of free-to-play accounts to generate the gil, and then they use a single paid account to sell it. Or more to advertise they're selling it. Almost done eating. Anyone who's showing up. All right. Yeah, I found a gay leaflet. That's there. There we go. I actually think after I turn in this quest, I might end the stream off. Because now I've ate some, I'm kind of tired. Depending on how that works, I was kind of already tired. I will probably be back streaming more of this, though. Just probably tomorrow. I've really got to pick up my pace on streaming. I set myself the goal of streaming 150 times this year. I'm not even in the 20s yet. So I really got to pick up the pace, so... I need to stop being depressed is what it is. It's not so easy when you're not on any sort of antidepressant. I'm guessing I need to go to the inn. Yeah. maybe. Ah. Hey, and there we go. New leggings. Wait. Plus 33 plus 30. What? Oh, I don't have any boots on. Why don't I have boots on? When did I take my boots off? What? Right? Oh, those take your boots off, I guess. That might be why they were so good. Yeah, I think this is just flat out better than having boots on, so it's fine. Yeah, I think I will end the stream off here, because I've been going long enough. It's been, what, 3 hours, so... And I am kind of tired. I'll see about streaming again tomorrow. It'll probably be more Final Fantasy. Tomorrow is Wednesday, right? Just need to check. Yeah, okay. So I'm still in a good time of the week. It's Fridays and Sundays. They just suck for streaming. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming out and watching. And hopefully I shall see you all back here possibly, potentially, tomorrow. See you all then.